guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell, today's video is going to be my April favorites. First things first though, yes, I did change up my hair. I went a little bit darker. I also did get a haircut, but it was not a drastic change at all, so you're probably not going to be able to tell, especially with my hair kind of curled. Yeah, I was desperately wanting a change. I know my hair still looked pretty good on camera. I feel like it was showing up a lot more vibrant on camera for some reason, but in person it was getting quite dull and quite lackluster in my opinion, so I wanted to refresh it. I also had not colored my hair in 6 months, so I had nearly 2.5 inches of considerably lighter ashy roots, so I was just like, okay, it's time to do something about this. And I want to talk about the hair color I use, and this is one of my favorites anyways, because I always get a ton of questions about my hair, so I want to talk to you guys about the brand of hair color and the actual color I use, because I do it myself at home. So the hair color I use is called Herbatint. I've been using this for a few years now, and I chose the shade Light Mahogany Chestnut. So mahogany is the undertone for this particular color. I usually go from their copper kind of tones, which I'm kind of regretting, to be honest, just because this particular shade of red isn't necessarily my favorite. But one thing with these colors too is they fade a lot. They start off a lot darker. Like this, for instance, is called Light Mahogany Chestnut. Nothing about this is light. Obviously depends on your starting color as well, but they do start off very, very dark, and then with the first few washes they lighten up quite a bit. I've only washed it once. But yeah, I love this stuff. It's free of chemicals. It is a natural hair dye, and honestly it's like a conditioning hair mask. Like honestly, my hair feels better after I've used it than it did before. It's just so like luscious, and it adds the most incredible intense shine to your hair. In the past I've always bought it at like vitamin and supplement kind of stores, but recently I found it on VITACOST for like way cheaper, and I do have a link where you get $10 off your first purchase of $35 or more, so I'll have that down below. So yeah, I just thought I would mention that. It's really good stuff. There's a reason I keep going back to it. Second thing, just a quick little refresher. In the description bar I'm starting to add product links for everything I mention from now on. That's going to be in all of my videos. I used to do this religiously, and honestly I just felt like no one was really checking the description bar or using them at all, so I stopped for a while. I'm not going to lie, it's really time consuming to go around to all the different websites and find all the links and everything, so I would really appreciate it if you guys are looking for a product, if you would utilize those links. And another thing I recently added is like a little FAQ section, and also a little section with like what cameras I use, what editing program, everything like that, so that's also down below now too. But anyways, let's continue on with the favorites. I am going to talk about my other hair care favorite first, because I just talked about my hair color and everything. So recently in a video I have mentioned that I have started doing a hair mask regularly because I'm really afraid of my hair becoming brittle and dry while I'm on Accutane, and a lot of you guys were wondering what hair mask I've been using. So I've been using the Hello Hair Hydrating Hair Mask. This brand is really big on social media, but they didn't send this to me or anything. I bought it with my own money. So this is a completely natural hair mask. It's made in Australia, and it's fully cruelty-free and vegan, and it's just a blend of different oils like coconut oil, argan oil, almond oil, castor oil, just a whole different blend of oils and beautiful natural ingredients just to strengthen and nourish the hair. And I've been using this, I would say, like every week and a half at the very most, and I've been loving it. It's just really increased the hydration in my hair, especially just having my hair trimmed. I want to keep my ends really well hydrated and looking healthy, so I have been loving this. Adds a ton of shine as well, and my hair just feels very strong and very healthy. For reference, these pouches are 100 grams, and out of one pouch I get 4 very generous uses. When it comes to hair oils and masks and stuff, I just like load it on. I'm not shy at all, so I could probably get about 5 uses if I wanted to, but I just like load it on, and my hair is quite thick and it's like boob length, just for reference. I actually have 3 of these pouches at the moment. I plan on doing it throughout my entire course of Accutane just to maintain my hair, and I'm also probably going to keep using it after because I love this stuff so much. Alright, so let's chat about some makeup favorites. My first makeup favorite for the month has been the NYX Hd Concealer. I was really iffy about this at first, but it's really started to grow on me. This is just kind of like a little doe foot concealer. It has a very natural finish, so you can definitely use it in your eye area and on blemishes and redness and stuff like that if you want to as well. It's not going to draw attention to imperfections. I do have the lightest shade, which is Porcelain, because I do use this primarily for like highlighting and eye area, but this is just a really nice consistency. I don't know, this is just like the perfect texture. I can really like load it on and like go to town with it, and it just looks really natural and gives a really nice brightened kind of look. It's really great coverage as well. It is a little bit creasy though. I have to set it pretty quickly after I apply it, but it's good stuff. Only downside with this is that there's like hardly any product in here. I've actually already gone through a full tube of this and repurchased it. I had my first tube for about a month, and I started noticing I was getting low on it. Like I was having a hard time getting product out, and I was like, how is that possible? Like I have not had this for long at all. And I looked, and there's only 3 grams of product in this. I was like, why? Because if you look at like NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, And the average is typically like 6 to 7 grams on concealers. Thankfully this product is drugstore, it's only $10, and now we have NYX at Shoppers in Canada, so I can just pop out to the drugstore and repurchase it. If it was a high-end concealer, I would not repurchase it for only 3 grams of product. Next thing I've been loving, if you haven't noticed, is orange lips. Now the orange lip that I've been wearing a lot lately is sadly, or was sadly, limited edition last summer. Camera just stopped recording, so I don't know if I got that, but it's Colourpop Luau, which was limited edition from last summer. It's a hyper glossy finish. It's what I have on today, so I'll talk about what I did to mattify it in a second. But it's just a really nice orange that's not too neon or in your face. It's just a really pretty orange. I did take a peek online to see if I could find any dupes for you guys, and I did find a couple. Mac Morange or Morange, however you want to say it, is kind of similar. It's a little bit more red base and a little bit brighter though. But there's also a lipstick from Estee Lauder that's supposed to be really similar, so I'll have that link down below if you want to check it out if you're interested in this kind of color. So my next favorite is the Smashbox Instamatte Lipstick Transformer. Going back to what I just said about how I have mattified this lipstick, I have put this on top of that too. This is just a sample. As you can tell, I've had this for forever and I've been keeping it in a Ziploc bag to kind of try and retain the freshness. But when this first came out, I was just like, nah, like, I don't really need a product like that, because for years I've been using a little bit of translucent powder over lipsticks when I want to mattify them. So I'm like, why would I need like a completely new product? Like, I can just do this on my own without this. But then I got the sample and I've really fallen in love with it, and the main reason being is because when you use a translucent powder, it feels dry, it feels chalky, it gets kind of goopy on your lips. This doesn't do that because it's just like a clear kind of like gel consistency. It still allows your lipstick to retain that kind of like creamy, hydrating feeling, so I'm definitely going to be purchasing the full size of this when I run out of this little sample. I did not expect this to wow me, but it has. It's really nice over like overly creamy lipstick formulas like the Bite Amuse Bouche lipsticks, and have a bit too much sheen to it. This is really nice over top of those. And my final makeup favorite is also from Smashbox, and it is the Photo Finish Primer Water. I have been talking about this on my channel for seriously over a year now, and I just recently got a new bottle of it, and it's just a game changer, honestly. It's so amazing. I use it to set my makeup, and it just gives such a dewy, fresh glow to your skin without making you oily. It's just perfection. I just had to mention it again because it's like I've rediscovered it all over again. So I do also have a few skincare favorites as well. First thing I want to mention is Eucerin Intensive Lip Balm, because I am on Accutane. Everyone told me to get like the Eucerin Aquaphor in the bigger tube, and I already had that because I've used that on my lips pretty religiously for like the past year. But I've actually found that I prefer the actual lip balm formula. I don't know, I just like the texture better. I feel like it leaves more of like a protective coating and just stays on better, and it's just been keeping my lips hydrated, so really like that. Even if you're not on Accutane, it's a good lip balm. I also just have to mention again the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Hydra Firm Sleeping Cream. This is my third time talking about this on my channel, but I cannot get enough of this, so if I haven't already drilled it into your head enough how amazing this is, I think it's something you really need in your life. It's just a nice rich overnight mask without being greasy or oily or anything like that, and my skin just looks so good in the morning when I apply this. I've been using it most nights, but I do still alternate with regular moisturizers, and my skin is just so plump. My scars look better when I use this. It's just so healing and so nice and so soothing too. I love First Aid Beauty. If you have sensitive skin and you haven't tried them, you seriously need to. They are a lifesaver. And then my final skincare favorite is a bottle of Bioderma Micellar Water. I've been a fan of Bioderma once again for a really, really long time. And this one is the Hydra Bio H2O. So there's 3 different versions, but this one is specifically geared towards dehydrated, sensitive skin. So it is right up my alley. First of all, other micellar waters do not compare to this, you guys. Don't believe it when people say the Garnier one is similar. It doesn't compare at all to this. I don't know how Bioderma does it, but these micellar waters just like cut through your makeup and they remove everything. I actually did a little demo with this in the end of one of my acne vlogs, so I'll have that link down below. And this one in particular just leaves my skin like so comfortable and hydrated, and it reduces redness. It's just all around good stuff. I really like Bioderma's products, especially if you are Canadian and you have easy access to them at Shoppers Drug Mart. Definitely check out their line. I really think their products are worth it. And finally, I do have a nail polish favorite, which I meant to paint my nails with this today, but I just ran out of time and I forgot to, and it just didn't happen. So I'll try and have like a picture, like a color swatch inserted in here so you guys can actually see what it looks like on. But these are the Sally Hansen Miracle Gel nail polish range. I actually decided to try these because one of my friends here on YouTube, her name is Rachel and her channel is Pretty Polishes. I'll have it linked down below. But she was talking about these polishes in her March favorites, and I was like, okay, I have to try this. So there is the Miracle Gel color polishes, and then you use the top coat with it. You don't have to use a base coat with these. And these are a gel polish that you don't need to actually cure under a light or anything like that. They just kind of mimic the like longevity and like the wear of gel polish, and they're also very nice and thick and shiny. This particular color is called Creme de la Creme. It's like a very soft muted baby pink. It's really nice for spring. So you just do 2 coats of this on your nail and then 1 coat of the top coat and you are good to go. It dries pretty fast and it also lasts really well. I'm very hard on my hands and nails, but if I can get a few solid days of wear out of a nail polish without them chipping, then it will definitely last a really long time if you try them as well. I really love this. This has gotten me back into painting my nails again, and I'm probably going to paint my nails with it later on today. But yeah, that was my April favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, don't forget to check out all the links in the down bar. Please hit the thumbs up button if you did enjoy this video. It really helps me out. And of course, if you are new to my channel, don't forget to hit subscribe down below. And of course, don't forget to check me out on social media. I'm at SARI on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat, and I will talk to all of you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Really nice, really good full coverage, really covered up my acne and scarring. But in what world is this creamy vanilla? This is like creamy Cheeto, seriously.